I see it, and I've been seeing it, and it's something that I don't think is a bad thing. So first and foremost, if you invest in crypto, if you invest in, whatever you invest in, real estate, stocks, whatever, I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest in those things. I'm not. So that's the first thing I'm going to say for those of you that are on here. However, I do want to add some context, right? I want to add a perspective that I hope that many of you receive and that you are able to implement. So cryptocurrency, the stock market, well, I won't say crypto because crypto is fairly new. Real estate, stock market, businesses, all that good stuff. If you have the money to buy those things, sure. If you have the money to invest in real estate, you should invest in real estate. Make sure that you make a profit. What I'm seeing, though, is a lot of people that barely have a consistent income are trying to invest in these things and get rich. That's not going to help you. It's not. And a lot of these people are hustlers, they're creatives, they're really intelligent people, but they're trying to find Bitcoin, and when it was, $50 or whatever it was. That's always a thing. At 36, I'm old enough to like see that now. And I remember when my dad was really big on that. There was stuff that he was trying to invest in and things he was trying to get involved in. Oh, if all you do is put in, $50 here, then, in a year, it'll be $50,000. Stop doing that. That's just my soapbox. That's just my perspective, because there will always be opportunities if you have money to multiply your money. That's something that you need to write down. There will always be opportunities to multiply your money if you have money. The more money that you can put into an opportunity, an investment opportunity, the more money you'll make. In actuality, if you don't have a lot of money to put in, you're going to have to put in a lot of time. So if you see somebody saying anything about putting money, investing into something, if it's a little bit of money, then you're only going to be able to get a little bit out, or you're going to have to put a lot of time and a lot of grind into that. So I just want to say that, get that out the way. So if you are here and you're wondering, well, what should I invest in right now? It doesn't matter if you have $100. It doesn't matter if you have $1,000. It doesn't matter if you have $10,000. I'm going to tell you one thing. How many things? One thing that you should be investing in right now over crypto, over stocks, over real estate, all that stuff. You ready for it? If you're ready, you ready? You ready? Are you ready? You should invest in the skill of public speaking. That's what you should invest in. Here's why. Words create wealth. Words create worlds. All of those things that people are buying into right now, crypto, real estate, stock market, you're being sold the opportunity by somebody who can eloquently articulate that opportunity with words. I want you to hear what I just said. The only reason why you're interested in those opportunities is because you're being sold to by somebody who's eloquent and articulate with their words. So what does that mean? If you got really eloquent and articulate with your words, you were able to convey a message that can produce a positive outcome for those listening, you can get paid off of that. So invest in that skill. But most people don't do that. Most people think about where can I take my money? I can throw my money at it, and then it'll just throw money back to me over and over and over again. 99.9% of people, that won't happen for you. So you're going to have to work, but the best way to work is to work on a skill, because if you're really, really good at communicating a message, people are going to pay you. Not to toot my own horn, because that's not what this is for, but there have been organizations that pay me multiple five figures to do what I'm doing right now. Multiple five figures to do what I'm doing right now. And you would never know, because I have to sign non-disclosures and all, all that stuff. But it's because it started because I was a good public speaker, because they saw me speaking on a campus. They saw me speaking on a podcast or on a live or on a video or on YouTube or something like that. So if you focus on public communication, being good, being skilled as a public communicator, then you can sell anything, right? So I wanted to kind of set the stage for that. For those of you, if you're interested in learning how you can get paid to grow that skill. Yes, I said that correctly. You can get paid to grow the skill of public communication. If that's you, then you should join the training that I'm going to be doing tonight and the rest of the week from 7 to 9 p.m. for some people, for 8 to 9 p.m. for everybody else. I'm going to be doing a training. I'm going to show you how you can get booked on more stages and how you can get paid to speak at colleges. Now, why colleges? Why would I book on? Well, first and foremost, because me personally, I've helped myself and my clients. I've helped myself and my clients generate about $1 million in speaking revenue in the college space. So I know something about it. So I'm going to only talk about the stuff that I know about. I believe that that's what you should do. But here's the other thing. Speaking at colleges and getting paid to speak at colleges is not an end. It's not like, oh, that's all you're ever going to do. No, that's where you start. That's where you can start, and we can get paid. You can build your confidence. You can get used to dealing with contracts. You can get used to dealing with clients. You can get used to that stuff at a lower kind of tier where, it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line just yet. And you can build that muscle up, and then you can get really good. Like, I've done hundreds of paid college presentations. And when I go in boardrooms and do presentations for $1 million companies and stuff, it's nothing to me. Not because I'm just a great person. It's because I've been speaking in front of 18, 19-year-olds for 13 years. And they've been tougher critics than somebody that is in a boardroom or something like that. And what's up, Stan? What's up, bro? How you doing? And I'll shout Stan out, and what he says, there's public speaking, and then there's everything else. And so for those of you that are like, I want to invest in all of this stuff that everybody's talking about. I want to get my Airbnb. I want to get my business credit. I want to get, you are sold on that stuff by people who can publicly communicate a message well. So what you and I can do is learn how to communicate a message, for one, to a client that has money. Communicate an outcome, because people only buy outcomes that you describe well with words. I hope you got that. People only buy outcomes that you describe well with words. If you don't describe things well with words, then you probably won't get paid much. And so wouldn't it make sense for you to learn how to get paid to describe words well, so that you can get the money from the outcome and the solution that you grant people? It would make total sense. So for $297, how much? Less than $300 this week. And this is the only week I'm doing this, more than likely. Make sure that you tap in to the get booked at colleges challenge. I put the link there in the description. And if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you can see the link up there. But you have to make sure that you learn. Only $297. If you go to the link, we start tonight at 7 p.m. And a lot of people have been asking, like, so are you going to record everything? You're going to be able to access the recordings for 24 hours. What that means is Monday's training is going to be available till Tuesday. Tuesday's training is going to be available till Wednesday, so on and so forth. as we go on. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want you, it's a challenge. I want to challenge you to get booked at colleges. The college market is a multi-billion-dollar market, and they're always looking for individuals to pour into their students. It's an opportunity for you to get paid thousands of dollars to practice communicating. It's a slam dunk. It's a no-brainer if that's something that you want to do. If you're like, I don't want to do the public speaking, Odell, I don't want to do that, it's totally fine. That's cool. However, your I want to say this well, and I don't want to offend anybody, but your ability to earn money is, especially in this economy, in this world, your ability to earn money is going to be a reflection of your ability to communicate. So if you can communicate well, you can earn a lot of money. If you don't communicate that well, then you're putting a cap on how much money you can earn. That's just the way it is. Unless you're really really good at something else, unless you're really good at a sport, or you're really good at building, or you're really good at putting things together. But even still, you have to learn how to do that. Yeah, we have to let our money work for us and allow us to learn and earn. The first thing that you should invest your money in is you. Benjamin Franklin said that if you empty your purse into your mind will fill your purse with gold. If you empty your purse into your mind will fill your purse with gold. So if you empty your purse into your mind, and then your mind can use words to communicate a message, then you can get gold from other people. And that's what you got to be focused on. And that's something I'm going to be bullish on. I haven't been as bullish on it as I should have been, and that's my bad, but that won't happen again. And I'm not coming for anybody. If you're investing in Airbnb, if you're investing in crypto, if you're doing all that stuff, that's fine. But I want you to understand and think about this. Most investing is long term, right? If somebody is telling you you should buy something, then and it's going to grow in value and you'll be able to sell it quickly, that's speculation. It's speculative. You shouldn't do that. Instead of that, instead of putting $1,000 or $2,000 into that, why don't you put $2,000 into learning how you can partner with companies, how you can partner with organizations that are looking for the expertise, that are looking for the thoughts that you have that can add value to their group. If you find those people, you turn that $2,000 into 10 in a year. A lot of investments don't do that. Most investments don't do that. And nobody that's worth their salt is ever going to tell you that they're going to do that. But I'm going to tell you, because it's absolute fact, if you become really good at communicating a message publicly, whether it be for students, whether it be for faculty or staff at colleges, it's going to blow up. Because here's something else. And day one of the challenge, I'm going to be talking about how and why the college market is the fastest path to 100K than any other market in speaking and anything. But the reason why is you got to start noticing shifts and trends. If you notice, college is not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. It used to be, all right, go to school, go to college, get a good job. People know that that's a lie now. They know it's a lie. It doesn't happen like that. It's not it's not like that. And so what colleges are starting to do is they're starting to say, what co-curricular activities can we present to our students so that they're better equipped to get a high paying job and make those high income investments in people, like networking? What can we do? They're scrambling and looking for it. That's where you can fill in the gap. That's what they're looking for. How can you teach students to be more inclusive? How can you teach students to handle things that are happening in the real world? And I'm going to give you this nugget just because I'm on here, just because I'm having a good time before lunch. I'm going to give you this nugget. If you can, Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I was thinking about. I'm gonna give it to you. Most of life is reactionary. Most of life is reactionary. I'm gonna say that again. Most of life is reactionary. So if you can convey a message to help people deal with something that's going to hit them in a systematized way, oh, you can get paid a lot of different ways. And I'll give you an example. Much of life is reactionary. So, and people have heard the quote, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% how you react to it, right? But 100% of things are going to happen to you, right? The Bible says that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what it said. No weapon, but the weapon's going to form. The weapon's going to form. It's going to try to prosper, but it's not. So, how can you teach an organization, a school, students to become reactionary? Here's what I do. And if you take it, you can take it. It's all good. What do you say when? What do you say when this happens? You could create a whole training on how to respond to offensive dialogue. A whole training for professionals, for students, for managers. A whole training. Did I give that away for free? I did. You can create a whole training. What do you say when? How do you react when offensive things happen in the office? How do you react when offensive things? And you can build your own framework around that. You're welcome. That was worth the price of admission. We've been on here, 16 minutes? That was worth it. You can do that and you can sell that in a lot of different markets. You can sell that, but specifically you can sell that to college students. When would I sell that to college students? During MLK Day, Black History Month, Women's History Month, New Student Orientation, Student Success Series, because life is reactionary. I gave you a principle that you can spin and turn into whatever you want. Life is reactionary. You have to react to something. What do you say when? And then you fill in the blank. What do you say when your kid cusses you out? What do you say when somebody calls you the N word if you're black? What do you say when somebody says the N word around you and you're not black? You're welcome. But it's those types of things that I'm going to be sharing on the challenge. That's why you want to get on the challenge for $297, y'all, less than $300. I'm going to be coaching you all week. Day one, today, which is tonight at 7 p.m. I'm going to be talking about why the college market is the fastest path to 100K. I'm going to be outlining some things that can really just sit in your mindset. Like the college market is waiting for you to make a boatload of money, and you can do it on the side. I only market myself to colleges about 4 times a year. 4 times a year. That's it. I don't do it all the time. And it's pretty automated now. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Make sure you hop on the challenge. We start tonight, 7 p.m. Go to getbookedatcolleges.com. Go to getbookedatcolleges.com. And I can't wait to see you on the challenge. I'm Odell. See you on the next one. Who am I going to give there are more people